Let's take you to KwaZulu-Natal now, where police are at the scene of a hostage situation in Verulam, which is north of Durban. Now, it remains unclear exactly how many people are being held hostage at this stage. Let's speak to SABC News Vusi Khumalo, who's there and joins us live now. Vusi, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. What do we know?
Yes, that's very true. We are still here at Manview in Verulam, just north of Durban. We are told that the hostage situation or drama is still continuing, is still unfolding. With me is Mr. Prem Verulam from Reaction Unit. South Africa is going to tell us more about what's really transpired, and because the scene is still very much active, there are still people inside that have been held hostage. We don't have much information as yet, but Mr. Verulam will shed more light on the situation that is currently transpiring inside in one of the homes here at Jacaranda Avenue. Please tell us about this situation. What is really happening and what time did it start?
Okay, well, the scene is still active, like you mentioned. There are still 3 hostages inside with the hostage taker. The suspect is seated inside, a 65-year-old male. Is in possession of a 9mm pistol, and there's 3 victims inside. The 4th victim has been released. He was shot in his arm, treated by paramedics and removed from the scene. The situation started at exactly 12 o'clock. We received a call that there was a possible shooting in progress. Residents in the area was unsure what was transpiring. They initially thought it was an armed robbery. When we came out, we established that it was a hostage situation, a domestic problem that led to a male being shot and 3 others being taken hostage at a house here in Mount View, Verulam.
What are his demands? Yes.
Well, currently the Special Task Force and hostage negotiators are talking to him. He had requested to speak to his ex-boss, who is en route to the scene. I don't have any further information. I haven't spoken to the hostage negotiator since the last 30 minutes. Last I spoke to him, he requested to speak to his ex-boss and see his wife.
Perhaps what are the reasons that made him that forced him to release an 18-year-old boy who has been shot as well, but also got injured?
Well, we spoke to him. When we got to the scene, we spoke to him. I spoke to him through the window, went to the rear of the house. There's a lounge and the window was open. I asked him to place his firearm down. He refused. He wanted to see his wife. He repeatedly asked to see his wife. Eventually, he did release the child that was shot, and the child was treated and removed from the scene.
Who else are still inside that are being held hostage?
According to information we received, there is an elderly female and 2 other children inside the house that stayed with the suspect.
Are all his relatives or family members?
I can't confirm whether they are related, but I know they live nearby to his house. This incident is taking place a few doors from his house. He walked over to the residence on Jacaranda Avenue and held that family hostage.
So they're not related?
I can't confirm that at this stage.
Okay. So police are still inside with some of the negotiators as well, as you are saying?
Correct. The SAPS hostage negotiator is on scene. They arrived several hours ago. The Special Task Force is on scene as well.
Okay. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
That Mr. Prem Verulam, he is a spokesperson for the Reaction Unit South Africa, as Nomhlengubane is showing you a number of people who have converged here to also perhaps witness the situation that is currently unfolding inside one of the houses here at Jacaranda Avenue at Manview in Verulam. We can see people are still very much in shock, in a state of shock, and there are some emergency vehicles as well as personnel that is already attending the situation here, and also some reaction unit officials that are here heavily armed as well, and also police. We are seeing also the metro police officials who are here, but these guys are the ones who are saying who have attended the scene. First, we are saying that there's a 65-year-old man who's holding another family hostage, including an elderly person, an elderly woman, and also is saying that apparently an 18-year-old boy was shot, but he also survived and also got out injured. He was then released. We understand that he must be at the hospital at this moment in time. So that's what we know at the moment, but there are some negotiators inside who are trying their level best in order to ensure that those people who are being held hostage are being released safely, so that they do come out alive. So that's the main point of the negotiators who are currently inside. But at the moment, we do not know for sure as to how many people. But as according to the RUSA Reaction Unit South Africa, they're saying there are not more than 3. But that's also exclusive of the suspect who is currently holding them hostage. But you are saying there was a domestic dispute that had arisen between the two groups. Is saying that there are still some negotiators inside. We are trying to ensure that those people being held hostage come out alive, but police are still outside this home, ensuring that everything is peaceful and also everyone is safe. There are also reaction units members, emergency vehicles, police, SABC. They are all here to also witness this situation that is currently unfolding inside one of the homes here at Jacaranda Avenue. It's back to in the studio.
Catch up with you a little later on a very worrying situation, and one hopes that the police are able then to negotiate a safe, basically end to this situation. It certainly is worrying. We'll go back to Vusi Khumalo throughout the course of our bulletins.